Hey everyone, welcome to another flight review from the Globe guys. Today we're at London Heathrow's Terminal 5. We're headed to Moscow, and this is one of the very few British Airways flights that has the long-haul Club World service, so we're going to be reviewing that as well. We're on board an Airbus A321 today, and that's quite unique in the British Airways fleet in the fact that it's the only narrow-bodied aircraft that's got the flat beds, so we're going to be experiencing that and the in-flight service. Hope you'll come along with us. Welcome to Globe guys. Here we are on board this British Airways A321 to Moscow. It's quite a nice cabin. Just to give you a bit of background, these seats were actually fitted by BMI before the takeover by British Airways. So it's a non-standard Club World seat. So we'll show you a little tour of the seat a little bit later on in the video. But we're just about to leave now. We've got a drink in hand and we're good to go.
So we're going to look at some of the seat controls now. So it's actually quite Star Trek-y, and that's just a geeky thing for me to say. So you've got this kind of selection here. So if I want to lounge, go in this position, and the seat's now moving. Stretch. Quite nice. Obviously you can go in to make it a bed. Alright. Let's go back a little bit. So you've got lumbar supports here. The interesting one, there's a massage button here. Making it firmer. Can I feel that? I can hear it, but I can't feel it. Oh, it's a very slight rolling on the back. Very slight. Put this way, if you had any kind of orthopedic injury, it ain't gonna help. Right, so that's a massage. Right. Then you've got the bed, and we'll show you that later. Alright. So you've also got a leg rest. And then the last thing is a floor light. So what that's doing is turning that on and off. So hopefully you can see that. So yeah, so I like the seat. It's quite Star Trek-y. I do feel like Jean-Luc Picard sat on the Enterprise. You know, and I'll push the button and I'm going to go engage.
So during 2018, British Airways has been trying to improve their business class or Club World service, and they've teamed up with the White Company to provide new bedding and also new amenity kits as well. So this is the new amenity kit, so let's take a little look. It's much better than the old one that they had from Elemis. So we've got quite a nice plush face mask, which is actually quite big. The obligatory socks that nobody ever wears. Toothbrush, toothpaste, pen, earplugs if you've got somebody next to you snoring. And then we've got the new White Company spa products. So you've got Luxury Lip Balm, Moisturiser, Pulse Points. I'm not sure if that's one of those rollerball things, but we'll have a look at those later on. And it all comes in this stylish little torture bag, or wash bag as they call them. Also the improvements from the White Company, you've got a big massive plush pillow, got the BA logo upside down, there you go. And then a brand new blanket as well, it feels nice and soft. It's quite a short flight though, just 3 hours to Moscow, so probably won't get a chance to experience that too much.
So entertainment wise, it's the same as you get on any typical BA long haul fleet aircraft. So usual interface, you've got the selection of films, you've got a selection of movies, films and movies obviously, TV programmes, games, etc. When we first got on I had a bit of a panic attack because all I found was 5 films and I was like, why is there only 5 films? But I actually found there's a lot more, so there's a full selection. You've got Avengers Infinity War, so there's some quite recent up-to-date stuff as well. So I think I'll be quite happy. So it's only a short flight, it's only 3 hours, so clearly not going to get a lot of time to enjoy the films and the entertainment because we're waiting for our food now. But entertainment wise, thumbs up. And it's a bigger than usual screen compared to the rest of BA's fleet.
Welcome to Moscow. The local time here is 4:10 in the morning.
So good morning from Moscow, we've arrived and here are our thoughts about the British Airways flight that we've just taken from London Heathrow to Moscow's Domodedovo Airport. So as you know, we flew on an Airbus A321, which is quite unique in the British Airways fleet in that it's the only aircraft type or the only narrow-bodied aircraft type within British Airways that has a lie-flat seat. So what are your thoughts on the seat, Ivan?
I thought it was really it was comfortable. There wasn't a lot of storage though, so it felt like the most cluttered business class seat I've ever kind of sat in really, but the seat itself was comfortable, lay down, had a bit of a sleep, so it was good.
And just to put a bit of context into this business class seat within British Airways doesn't really operate anything longer than 4 or 5 hours. It's very much a mid-haul fleet, so you'll never really get this kind of seat on a long-haul flight.
Okay, so what about the cabin? What do you think generally?
So the overall feel of the cabin, it felt really nice. It's the first time I've ever been on a aircraft that's had a lie flat seat on a narrow-bodied aircraft. So it felt very exclusive, I guess. It was quite nice.
Well, to be fair, when I walked on, I was probably the most surprised I've probably ever been from when I've got on a plane, because it looked so nice. It was the kind of dark brown leather, and then they had a nice white pillow positioned in the middle of each seat, and it just looked really, really nice as you walked on. So it was a great first impression.
I think because it was a narrow body as well, it almost feels like a private jet, because you've got such a luxurious product in a small aircraft type.
Yeah, it did.
So the food on board as well. So the food was really nice. So we had beef cheek, both of us did for our main.
We had exactly the same meal right through.
Yeah, true. And that was really nice. It was really soft and really tender, and it melted in your mouth as well.
It just fell off fell off the knife and fork. It was really, really nice. It went well with the red wine, and before that the prosecco and the champagne and gin and tonics, everything else we'd had.
But I think the service was really well paced for the flight. Obviously, it's not a very long flight, just over 3 hours, and it was a late flight as well. So the service wasn't rushed, but it didn't feel like it dragged on either. So that was really good.
And the service from the crew was really good as well, wasn't it?
The crew were really nice. There were 5 crew on board. Two of them looked after us in business class. And we'd just like to say thank you to Sophie Craig as well, who was the customer service manager, because we're here for my birthday, and she gave us a very nice birthday card from British Airways. So thanks for that, Sophie, if you are watching this. It was a really good flight, really good service from the crew. So overall, I think it was a really nice experience. As I said, it's a very short flight from London to Moscow, just over 3 hours, and to kind of have that kind of hard product as part of their business class service was great. As we say, long-haul service on a short-haul flight.
And we get to do it all again in a couple of days when we go back home.
Yeah, this time on a 787 Dreamliner. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our review of the British Airways service that we had from London to Moscow. Remember, you can follow all of our travels on our website, and you can also follow us on social media as well, where we've got lots of hotel reviews, flight reviews, and also lots of videos showing the places that we visited. But for now, from us both here in Moscow, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
See you later.
Bye.